goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Washington Huskies and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Washington's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Running inside, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
But getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hits inside, it's Smith. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Maybe a creep. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Williams. Left side is Washington. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Follows his blocks. It's Carr. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Williams to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Caught. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lucky to get it off.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick give. It's Smith. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Selling the fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On the return. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. Extending the play. Fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Danzy. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Left side is Carr.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Williams. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. They'll go with Washington. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And he's got room. Pass to 50. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Look out! Got rid of it just in time. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Washington.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll give it to Washington. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Williams will pass. Rush is on. He'll throw it. Right side, it's Lawson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his target. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's changing the play. Right back to the well. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
And the throw out to the sideline took just a few yards.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff. It's Carr. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 7 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
And it's the Ducks. Looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss, they lead here in the first half.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Williams from the gun on third down. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to get the corner. Looking for an alley. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
On third down, here's Washington. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. Your side of the field, you're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. To throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. To the air, it's Bailey. They're all over it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Williams makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. We'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Finds his man on the RPO. Across the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Williams. On target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to squeak through the pile. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Snapped on 4th down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. and here comes the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Right down the middle. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Drops back, it's Bailey. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. But what does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
2nd down to the air. The throw. Quickly complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly. Off-play action on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Gets rid of it. Hits the open man. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Pulled to the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide left, it's Miller. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Complete downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. DB's right up on the receiver. Touchdown, Washington! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Gators send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Rid of it on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Finds his man. There was running room there, but he needed another step or 2 to make it to the 40 and move those chains. It's 4th down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Turns it upfield.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the tight end. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the